Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here. Coming to you from the CEO's desk. We're going to continue on with more hypos. All the way to the end of the year, we're going to be doing hypos. Okay, so this one deals with limited agency. Okay, so you have an agent that has a listing agreement, also has a buyer, right? Let's say that this agent has both signed. So both agency agreements are signed by the buyer and seller, respectively. Now, in those agency agreements, if you remember, it discusses limited agency. It says this is a possibility, this may happen. So buyer goes, says, I want to buy this property that you have listed. Agent says, great. Maybe even talks to the seller, says, hey, I've got this buyer. So they write up the REPC. And in section 5, it's the confirmation of agency, right, section. And in it, the agent writes their name in both the buyer and seller side and marks that it's limited agency, right, goes through the transaction. And the question is, has the agent done enough to satisfy the rules, the law? And the answer is no, right? Because what was missing? The agent didn't get a specific limited agency consent from the buyer and seller. Even though both listing agreement, buyer-broker agreement discuss limited agency, so kind of say, hey, this may happen. You notice in there it says that they'll get permission if the situation does come up. And then you notice in section 5, it's a confirmation of agency. And that's the question sometimes I get is that enough? Isn't it both buyer and seller are now signing the REPC, so they're agreeing to this arrangement? And the short answer is no, this is a confirmation that you already have it done. And so you need to still have that limited agency consent form signed by both sides to satisfy the rules with limited agency. So just make sure you're not sloppy with limited agency. I know you got the transaction humming, you got both sides, but you still need to do the little things, the details, and get that consent. Even if they say verbally, oh yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, that's fine. You still need to get their written consent saying that they agree to limited agency and that you've explained it to them. Hopefully that is clear. Remember, this is legal. This is legal information only. This is not legal advice. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. Thanks.